Good evening, degenerates. How are we this fine Saturday? Man, seems like it's been a whole last week. Been a whole week. Man. Oh, been all over the place. I've been to California and back. What's up, Ash? Betting we don't see Travis today. He's in Arizona. Yeah, so I'm imagining we're not going to be seeing much of him today. Surely he's not going to subject his friends and family to my stream here. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. Everybody should have some time to hang out with the fam, right? Good Lord. How's your week been? Like I don't already know. We fixed a bunch of broke stuff, and yeah, I imagine it was great. I made it through the intro. My cigar didn't go out. Actually forgot what this is. Busy. Well, you know what? It beats the alternative. If you weren't busy, they wouldn't need you, and then you wouldn't have a job. So there you go. I'm just glad I get to spend another wonderful evening sipping on good bourbon and smoking a cigar and talking nonsense on the internet. Mercy. So let's see here. What do we got going on? So I believe I'm getting within striking distance. If you can see this, we're almost to it. Almost. Just less than 500 hours. I want to say, I'd have to go back and look, but I want to say I got about 100 hours since this time last week. So if you're helping, I appreciate that. Running through the playlist once is a little over 8 hours. So you get an opportunity to just let it sit and play, and you don't even have to pay attention to it. It's fine. Just give her a once through. Every bit helps. I've been doing a pretty decent bit on the on this channel with the shorts. Like 30. This is really actually not that great. 38,500 views in the last 28 days. Instagram is going stupid. It's just going nuts. I got the one video with the farmers, like I want to say 95,000 views. I want to say it's 95,000 at this point, but I can go look that up. What the heck? Somebody called me several times and I don't know. Oh, nobody did. All right, so let's go see where that's at. I know I'm looking at my phone, but let's see. This is taking far too long. Years. Views. Sorry, 89.8 thousand views. So I was a little off. I don't know why I wanted to say 95. There must be something going on because that's all content within the last 2 years, and that channel or that account hasn't been up for 2 years. So whatever. So, but that's a short, you know, and I don't think that there's a monetization on Instagram. It's not really a thing. I mean, if I did it for that, but it's mostly just I make shorts. I got at least 2 weeks worth out of the Thursday video 2 weeks ago. I got shorts booked out until the 6th of July. I started to make some from last week, from Saturday, and got sidetracked and ended up having to leave town and didn't get a chance to clip them all, and it was a whole thing. Travel weeks are always busy, especially whenever I go all the way to the other side of the country. But got to meet my man Travis. Ash, I know you saw that. Went just so happened to be paying attention to a conversation going on with somebody else, and then mentioned that I was going to be in his area, and I had a little bit of time, and we went over to a cigar lounge, and where in the holy hell is that? Went over to a cigar lounge and hung out for an hour or two, and smoked some cigars, or at least made a glorious attempt to. And yeah, it's why in the holy hell am I unable to find that? That's weird. There it is. Yeah. So there's me and Travis hanging out there. That's all right. He actually was wearing the Violet Ventricle shirt that he got in the contest. I have that look on my face because I had never thought about taking a picture, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta get a picture," and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I kind of leaned my head back. It's like, "Oh, yeah." But Ash, I got to ride in the infamous truck. Seemed like it ran just fine after all the garbage that he went through getting that thing fixed. But here I am, back in Arkansas. One thing's good is I have a pretty quick turnaround on some of these trips. I will have some longer ones later on in the year, but Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he had a fun time with that, didn't he? Just back and forth, and had the guy with the tow truck messing his stuff up, and yeah. Whew. I mean, it is a Chevy, so the majority of the problem with that truck is the EPA crap they put on to control how many cylinders are running. Such garbage. I cannot wait till they quit putting that crap on cars. They may already have stopped, but yeah, it's just makes engines so much more expensive. Which is why, part of the reason why the cost has gone up so much is because, damn, there's so much garbage they put on these things, and then they the engine is so restricted that it can't even get the efficiency that it ought to, all in the name of like smog crap. I was like, look, if you keep your foot out of most engines, they're not going to have a lot of smog, right? Not going to produce a lot of crap. You know what? I don't think that works that way though. I don't think it does because, I mean, as long as you're not a resident, how are they going to control people from? Do they do that? I don't know if that's how that works. I mean, can they impound your vehicle if you don't live in the state of California and you just happen to be driving through? How does that? I mean, I don't understand how that could work. Why would you ever go get a smog check in California if you don't live there? I don't know of any reason why you would. Just saying, if you aren't rolling coal, nobody's gonna know. My truck still has all that junk on it. It is more efficient than a stock truck, um, but still has the God, what the hell? Yeah, is the EGR, not the EGR. Why am I coming up with it? I cannot come up with it. I know the DPF is as after. It's the other one. ECR. I can't remember. It's the place where the DPF SCR. There you go, man. Damn. Again, pulling through, being the brain I wish I had. The SCR uses DPF, or not uses DEF, and gets the NOx out of it, and so on and so forth. And I heard someplace that's killing bees. I don't know if that's true, but I heard it. So it was on the internet. It must be true. Isn't that how that works? Isn't that if it's on the internet, it's true? Must be. Must be. You haven't heard that one before. Well, let's take a little look. We'll see. I bet you $100 Grok says it doesn't. No, it says it doesn't. I just did. You're behind. Nightmare brick. They're saying that Nox interferes with the bees. I don't know. Says that it can interfere with the honeybee's ability to detect floral scents. I didn't realize that they used scent. I thought that they used like vision. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that they were attracted to certain colors and whatnot. I know one thing: if you wear nice, pretty colors, they will come up and land on you. But it could be that also you're wearing some sort of cologne or perfume that smells like a flower. It's also a huge possibility. Oh, man. So, Ash, did you find the special? Did you find the special person this week in the episode? That's a you can admit it if you didn't. You know what's really funny is I have a tendency to completely forget. I should probably make note of that. I don't know why I can't remember. Maybe it's because I've done enough of these that they're starting to run together. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, this week's episode. Oh, damn, Billy. It's too damn hot. Too damn hot to be cutting grass. Hmm. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's okay. You that means you still have time. Um, but yeah, it was funny. Me and Travis are riding around, and he's asking me all kinds of questions, like I can remember this stuff, and I'm like, dude, man, I can't. I get this episode done, and I put it away, and I don't think about it anymore. And I actually sat and produced next week's episode this morning because I've been gone. I usually kind of do it a little bit at a time over the course of the week, and but I was out of town. I got home late Thursday, and then I didn't felt like ass Friday. I did just not doing okay. I don't know what it was. If I ate something while I was in California that got to me, or if it was a travel problem, I don't know. All I know is I didn't feel good, and I woke up feeling fine this morning. It's probably a total lack of bourbon. I didn't drink a bit of bourbon the entire time I was gone. Uh, I did drink some beer like Wednesday, and I haven't had beer in forever. And it's probably what it is. It's just like, yeah, I had a lot of Korean barbecue, but I felt fine Thursday. Got home Friday. I felt like, you know, felt like ass. It was not good, but it's fine. It's all right. We'll get there. I feel better now. Drinking bourbon, smoking cigars. Well, Billy, I hope you were able to complete that job. Why is my microphone slowly sliding into view? You see this? You see this right here? I have a feeling. Let me tighten that up a little bit. Let me get it up a little higher. Come on, you. Aha. We all have our bad days. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. It also could be I felt like crap because I hadn't been in the gym in days. I went Monday, had a great day in the gym. Did some chest, did some like compound lifts and stuff. It was a great day. Did awesome. Did some arms. Felt great. And then wasn't in the gym the entire time I was on the road. On travel days, it's just you spend like 12 hours on the road. You don't feel like doing squat. And then, you know, hotel gyms are ass as it is anyway. If I'd have really thought ahead, I would have probably said, hey, Travis, take me to your gym. But I didn't think ahead. I didn't do that because I was a lazy piece of garbage. But that's okay. I'll make up for it next week. Ash, were you able to obtain any of the new drop on the Echelon today? Didn't know if you were able to do so. I don't know if anybody knows, but the favorite beverage of mine has zoom in on this. So Echelon's re-released. Dude, man, don't get me to line. I know. I've been buying them like crazy. I have some coming, but Killer Apple's back now. If you've been paying any attention, this is the same. I think they may have messed around with the with the Formula Touch. I'm not 100%. Yes, this is the intent is for this to stay. To the best of my knowledge, don't get me. I'm not a member of their team, so anything I say is just speculation. But from what I have gathered, this is supposed to be sticking around. This is a re-release of the original hard apple, so it is a good flavor. I had one earlier today when I was working on my video, editing it. But yeah, so uh, it's a bigger can. So, but I like it. There's no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, all that junk. It's no sugar. It's great. Well, artificial sweeteners, I I was lying. It's not true. But yeah, there's no sugar. I'm still gonna say that my favorite non-spicy flavor is the double tap tea. I It just is. Man, the OG Killer Apple is good. I had 2 cans left that I found in my fridge in the shop of the apples, the cider from back like last fall. I forgot how that orange. It's not apple cider. The orange cider with man. I forgot how good that was. Hopefully they're going to bring that back this fall. I'll have to buy more of it. Travis left, and that guy. Oh, let me tell you, this is a pal right here. I go all the way to California, and the guy brings me Echelon so that I would have some. And I was like, man, I should have had some shipped to him so that he'd have more of it. He brought me a can of the orange cream. He asked me what flavor I wanted, and that's the one I gave him because I didn't want to take any of his goth girl spit. And man, that the cider, yeah, man, it was tasty. It's tasty stuff. I like citrus though. I'm a nut for citrus when it comes to that stuff. The orange cream is one of my favorites. Like I said, that's what the one I asked him for. But the cherry lime landmine, it's hard to say, but it's good to drink. So, I mean, but yeah, I don't. There are rumors. There are rumors of a new drop. So I don't know anything about it. I know that there are rumors that one of the folks that works there drops it's pretty good. I like, again, the tea is my favorite of those. But um, one of their teammates over there, she drops hints a lot on social media, and so we'll see. I don't know. They're always talking about something else new is coming, and I only get what I. Are you on their Discord, Ash? I think you are, aren't you? If you're not, and I don't know if you are either, Billy, but if you guys are not, you are. Yeah, I can't keep up with it. There's so many damn Discords, but if you're not, you should be. And so, I mean, shame on me for saying public things. I if I know who you are, I'll hook you up with an invite. Uh, I'm not gonna just hand out invites to some rando. It's just not happening. Because the last thing I need is for somebody to use an invite code that I gave out and then start acting like an asshat. So, sorry. Man, it just reminded me. I haven't checked to see if I've got anybody trying to come into mine in a while. It comes and goes. I only got about 30 people in there. But let's see if we can get into some shenanigans. Let's do that. Do I have any good things to look at in the bookmarks? Let's see. I, this is a good this is this 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 chick is annoying as hell, but it's amusing. So let me slide that over a little bit so I can get more of it in here. All right, check this out. So listen, I'm not going to play the whole damn thing because it's asinine, but be ready for this hot take here.
If you don't believe climate change exists, you're a fucking idiot. We have had 32 earthquakes within the past 24 hours, 18 of those being moderate to severe, and 2 of those being major and catastrophic. And both of the most horrific earthquakes hit Venezuela, reaching a magnitude of 7.2 and 7.5.
Okay, I have to interrupt her. At what point, even if climate change is real, right? Even if it's real, what the holy hell does that have to do with tectonic plates shifting on the surface of the earth and rubbing together and causing earthquakes and releasing pressure? What the holy hell does that have to do with each other? Not a damn thing. And this has to be some rage bait. It does. It has to be some clickbaity crap. There's no way she actually believes that. Please, for the love of Christ, tell me that this woman doesn't believe that climate change causes earthquakes. That's going to be a great one. That was going to be a great one. I can't sit and listen to the all 37 seconds. 18 seconds was enough of it. But I thought that you guys, yeah. I had to share that. Had to share that one. You know, you'll appreciate this one too. You remember I showed a video, I don't know, a couple weeks ago where somebody looked like it might have been in China. Not 100% sure, but this is in Ohio, I think. No, yeah, somewhere, I believe. We've got a brainiac who's missed a turn and decides to cause a collision. Now, give this one a check. Red van. Oh, I missed my turn. I'm going to put on my blinker and stop in the middle of the freeway. And people are going to start stacking up. And then, you know what happens? Bam. Somebody rear ends one of the cars. Now, watch. Mr. Red Van zips on off of there. Like, I'm going to go ahead and leave the scene. Yeah. What an asshat. So there you go. You know, and I feel sorry for anybody that this may affect, but they have a term for people from Ohio. They're FIFO. You ever heard of FIFO? Ash, you ever heard of the term FIFO? Come on, give me a. No, you haven't. Okay, stands for fucking idiot from Ohio. In the Carolinas, apparently, a lot of the people from Ohio have migrate or will go down into the Carolinas or in Kentucky and stuff, and you got to watch out for the Ohio license plates. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. But Aaron, your people from Illinois are very, very similar. I run up and down Interstate 55 a lot, and it's a corridor, north and south, and almost without fail, every time I see somebody driving like an idiot, they get up and you can see it's an Illinois license plate. And people running back and forth from Chicago down to wherever the hell I think Baton Rouge or something. I can't remember where it ends up, but they run that corridor up in north and south, and almost always it's some moron from Illinois. That would be a fifi, wouldn't it? Oh, but yeah. Thought you would get a kick out of that. At least it wasn't a truck driver, right? So me see if yeah, this has got, hold on. Yeah, it's got music. I'm going to cut the sound on this. This is a good one right here. So, coming from cotton country, or being a person who lives in cotton country, we have on occasion, back in the old days when we had the big modules, they're big, huge trailer size bales of cotton that would sit on the side of the road. And every now and then you'd have one that would like catch fire. They will spontaneously combust. Nowadays with the baling technology on like John Deere cotton pickers and stuff, they actually will make a round module, and then they'll wrap it in plastic and drop it out of the back of the cotton picker in while it's running. If you haven't seen that, it's an interesting thing to see. But these things have to be opened up at the gin, where they separate the seeds out and all that, take out the trash and everything. But got a brainiac here who's opening taking the plastic off in a warehouse with a lighter. You can only imagine what ensues. So you got him over here pulling that apart. And you'll see it when it happens. I get my lighter out, and here we go. Oh, what happened? What happened? Look at the cotton. Watch it change. Yeah. Just spreading like crazy. If you've never seen a cotton warehouse fire, it's like this. And I don't know what the guy with the broom thinks he's going to do, but this stuff is almost impossible to put out. Cotton fires will burn and burn and burn forever. You can douse them with water. Doesn't matter. They're going to burn. And there's not, the only thing you can do to stop it is to let it burn out. I've seen several of those in my days. We actually had the same cotton warehouse in town where I grew up catch fire 2 times. And it's just, I mean, you can see that stuff for miles. And this guy probably started one that took a month to get to. There's no telling if there was people killed in that or not. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. If you haven't grown up around this stuff and you don't know what cotton is like when it's raw, it's a mess. But man, no, they don't. That's just one of those things. They were unsub guys were talking about that with the train thing. Were you watching that where they're talking about people in like India getting killed by trains all the time and stuff? When somebody dies, they don't seem to be fazed by it. I guess they get to see people like killed so often that it's just like, it just happens, whatever. I don't dig that. That just don't seem right. I got another interesting one. All right. So there's a shark. Kevin Brittany talks about this. Yes, the tribes in Africa. Was it him that was talking about the elephant hunting, and they had axes where they were chopping the ribs out? Because when somebody hunts an elephant in China, for the love of Pete, hunts an elephant in Africa, the ivory and stuff, the trophy part of the elephant is taken by the hunter, and the elephant itself, the meat and everything, goes to the local tribe there. It's one of those things I use to help support, keeping poachers out and things. That those people are local there, and to those elephant herds. And he was talking about this. They climb up on this carcass, and they're using an axe to hack the ribs out. And this one dude misses and smacks somebody in the head, and their guy just dies. And they drag his corpse out, get back to work. Nobody even slowed down. So that's jacked up. I got this thing with sharks recently. You know, it was the anniversary of Jaws, I think, recently. So dig this. The drone people watching, like drone operators, you see on that lower panel, this this couple don't seem to really be paying attention to what's going on in their surroundings. And I don't know if they finally get to a point where they see the daggum thing, or if the drone operator was able to tell them, I can't play the audio because it's just music. They're just out there having a good old time, paddling around. Sharks just kind of trying to decide what it's going to do. It's a big shark. I don't know what kind of shark it is, but it's a big one. Where's our pal who was here the other day? We'll just say it's a nurse shark, because if it was any other kind of shark, they'd all be dead. I think at some point they do realize that oh look, they're not even that far from I mean, they're a pretty good distance, but no idea. It's like the people that go out and try to take pictures with bison. It's like, it's a wild animal. They're actually lucky that shark wasn't in the mood to take a little chomp out of them. But yeah, no survival instincts whatsoever. All right, so I've got another one with zero survival. Clip about the person and their dog running into a grizzly. I think I may or may not have that one bookmarked. But yeah, the dog's barking and they're just kind of lazily. I mean, there's not really much you can do. You run into a grizzly, it's not like you can turn around and run, right? It's like, and I'm no survivalist and I don't know a lot about damn grizzly bears, but I want to say that they want you to be like loud and throwing your hands up and making sure that the bear realizes that, or thinks that you're going to be some sort of threat, because they don't want to get hurt in the process, right? So if they decide they're going to take you on, you're not human beings aren't exactly small in the grand scheme of things in North American wildlife. There are certain things that don't care how big you are, a moose being one of them. But yeah, it's one of those things. I saw the Freddy guy. Did you see that one? The Freddy guy from Germany said he was out trying to find moose, was out driving around looking for moose. I wouldn't look for moose outside of a vehicle. That's maybe not within one. A great big old bull of moose. People don't realize how big those things are. They're huge. They make horses look small. So, zero survival instincts. At this couple that's driving across a frozen lake in Winnipeg. And I'm going to leave the volume on for this because you can hear what they're saying. But they're driving across this lake, and they're out there pretty good, and you can see this lake is looks like it's on a thaw. So here you go. You just guess what's going to happen. Humming.
Oh, that looks frightening. Why are you slowing down?
Yep.
Fail. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, that vehicle get through the ice and was going to sink. And they'll never find it again. Some diver's going to come across that in the lake later on. It's too far out to get it out of there. I mean, I guess they could take somebody with a barge and tow it in just to get it out of the lake. I don't know that you could ever. I don't care how frozen the damn lake is. No. I got nothing for that. You want to see people get stung by bees? That's always fun. Nope, never go out on a frozen lake, especially in a car. No. I just no. Can't do that. Just some things I don't want to do. There's another thing you won't see me do is get out on the Mississippi River in any kind of boat that's like not giant. There's no people put like 11-foot John boats in the river, uh, and run around like it's okay. Don't. Why would you ever do that? It's people who have no respect for it whatsoever. Anybody who's never grown up around the Mississippi River doesn't understand it. I know I say that a lot, but you really got to be. I mean, and it's people from the area that are dumb enough because they've grown up here. They think they know it all, and they'll go, "Oh, I've done it a million times." I don't know how many times we've had people either come up missing, or even worse, people will get out there on the river and have an engine failure and end up, hundreds of miles south because there's nothing they can do. And a lot of the river has no cell phone service. It's in and out. I mean, you may or may not be able to catch a cell tower. And we had a guy actually get out there about a decade or so ago and have a heart attack, and they found his boat going in circles. He just laid over and died with an outboard, and it was just going in circles out in the river. And yeah, I don't know how many people I've heard of that have died. We had people, a bunch of teenagers are out riding in country roads, and there were kids in the bed of the truck. And they went off in the water and got pulled under. They lashed these barges. Excuse me. They lashed the barges to the side of the bank whenever they're like empty or they're waiting to be unloaded or something. They went in there, up under the barge they went, and it's hundreds of yards. You're underwater. You're never going to be able to hold your breath long enough to come back up. People just don't know. People are dumb. People make bad choices. Speaking of bad choices, bees. Everybody knows bees are wonderful. Let's watch some bees. This is funny. This is good stuff. Schadenfreude. That's what that is. Oh, this is a good one right here. Right on the head.
Press it, press it, press it.
Oh, fuck.
It's not a hornet's nest. That was just a wasp nest. That's a swarm. They could have just left that one alone. You missed. It's gasoline. Oh, this is a good one. Right in the box with him. Yep, you messed up. You done messed up. You can't outrun them either. Can't outrun them suckers. There's nothing you can do. Just take it. Just get stung. When I was a kid, we could throw walnuts at hornets' nests because we were dumb. Didn't realize how fast those things can fly. They move very, very quickly. So I got another fail video for you. I don't know if this is a staged thing, if this is a real knife or not. The reaction looks real. I'm gonna say that. But here you go. He's done thrown the knife up in the air and it's flipping, and he's gonna try to catch it. And ding. Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not. I don't see any blood. He filmed it with a potato. Why he filmed with the potato? Why is my boom is slowly relaxing. I'm going to have to change this. This is not doing it for me. Not doing it for me. It just keeps sagging slower and slower. I don't know if this thing has just gotten to the point where it's doing a thing, but I did tighten it up, damn it. The problem is I've got it at the very, very edge of its reach. And what I need to do is Hold on. Let me try something here. Damn it. All right. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. I may end up having to mute for a second and rearrange it to where it's back underneath me, because this is, I mean, I like having it there. It's completely out of my way. I don't have to worry about hitting it, bumping it, and you guys having to drink like watching Joe on Overserved. But if this thing's going to continue to be a pain in the ass, I'll move it where it's back underneath on the bottom. I can put it right in front of me. I just have to reach around the arm when I'm typing on my computer. It's not the end of the world, but I'm way more likely to actually bump it if it's down low. There's a Darwin Awards account. Yeah, this is just a dumbass. Hold on, I'm gonna cue this up to where you don't have to watch nearly as much of it as you. Well, let's hold on. I'll get you back. We're about 16 minutes into it, or 16 seconds. Jeez, let me get a little bit further. Get closer to the end, because there's literally zero reason. All right. We're about 10 seconds away. All right. So you got this guy. Now, if you will notice, he's riding the bike up on the nose here. There is no back wheel on that motorcycle. Now, I don't know if this was an intentional thing. I don't think it was. What probably happened is he probably tightened the chain up on it and didn't tighten the wheel back, and it came off while he had the bike up in the air, or it came off and he thought enough to put it up on the nose. The problem is he should have figured out a way to get the hell off this hill that he's on. Anyway, without further ado, so got some pretty good control over it, doing some decent braking there. Yeah, so far so good. Oh, come on. Oh, it did come off. He put it up on the nose and it came off. All right. So how the holy end? What? Hold it. How did it start? I thought we got to watch this all the way to the end. That's garbage. So he just put his hand up. That's what bullshit. He should have crashed. I know he did too. That angers me. I thought for sure I got to watch that one all the way to the end already, and I knew what was going to happen. So, did you guys, did I show you the volcano erupting thing? Yeah, this has got music. So, there's people up on this volcano that's erupting. And big. Yeah, I know, I did. But yeah, this volcano is erupting, and they're just kind of like big hunks of crap falling from the sky. And they're just standing there. It's like there's an explosion. The dog knew. The dog was running away. And big hunks of shit come falling out of the sky. And they're like, oh, maybe we ought to try to get away. Look at that glowing hot lava. Just big pieces of molten magma. I like saying it that way. Like, dumbasses. Morons. That other video ticks me off. It really does. I'm pissed now. I'm so angry. Yeah. I've got one for you. This is a very short one. So no safety. So I'll set this up. You got the pallet jack sitting there. Now way up here, out of frame, is a person on the rack. Now this looks to be the video camera from inside of a business where they record everything because people will do dumb shenanigans. But this is a 15-second video, and we'll just let you watch and see what happens. Oh, fell on the pallet jack. Now, if you will notice, that leg no working no more. Just kind of flopping around. That is a broken hip. You just the gift that keeps on giving. Ah, yeah, he broke the hell out of that pelvis. That sucker ain't ever gonna work right again. Ever. You know what's really funny is I saw somebody saw my counter go up on Kick, and as soon as I played that video, it went down again. It's like somebody came in right before I started playing that video and was like, nope, I gotta go, and left. Oh, the dumb people that exist on this planet and somehow or another live to adulthood boggles my mind. It does. The guy on the motorcycle, though, pissed me off. It did. I was upset. We should have been able to see what happened. We know what happened, but it's still just upsetting to not get to see what happened. Just, man. Billy, how's the lag? The lag okay? I know you're still there, although you're probably just listening and not paying much attention to anything else. You know, grab your device and start typing a message to me. Billy's my diehard YouTube watcher. What about Kick, Ash? Kick doing okay? How many seconds do we got here? It's a contest. Throwing darts, you say? You got that tree taken care of? You get it all burned up, cut up? A little more than normal. Well, that seems about right. Maybe one day I get enough people watching. Oh, my lag wasn't so bad. I might get more people watching. Who knows? I don't know. 6 seconds? That's pretty sporty. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 6 seconds for YouTube is... Ash? 6 seconds, man. That's almost real time, man. Hell, you may have to switch back. What'd she say? I see you test. Six seconds down. Hey, I must be doing something right. Must be living right. Must be living right. The suckers usually take about 30 round trip. So, good deal. I don't know, I need to pay attention. I pulled the X up. But it does not seem to have a count timer. Huh. We'll see. May have to here. Let me throw a test message in here. I don't think it transmits on X. I don't think it does. All right, let's try it over here. It's about 13 seconds on X. So we'll see. It came up on my screen immediately, but it took about 13 seconds to show up on the stream on X. So it's about double on X, but that's still not too shabby. So let's go. We could do the lame history segment. That's always fun. I enjoy it. I do. So let's do that, shall we?
Lame history today.
I know you don't like that, Ash. Are you used to it yet? Let me know. This is the real test is to see if I can keep this cigar going while I do this. So obviously, if you're new here, I cover 10 points. Just yes, because I'm not changing it for you. Do 10 little pieces of history, sometimes obscure, sometimes not, of things that happened in chronological order throughout time for today, June 27th. In 1358, the Republic of Ragusa, I can't pronounce what it is, Dubrovnik, maybe, was founded. I have no idea where the holy hell that is, Dubrovnik. Go look up where that is and then post it in the chat. In 1743, the Battle of Dettingen, who knows? The fun thing is listening to me try to pronounce some of these. Saw British forces led by King George II. Spell it, okay? Dubrovnik. Anyway, Battle of Dettingen. British forces led by King George II, the last British monarch to lead troops into battle, defeated the French. And it was amid the War of Austrian Succession, not secession. Totally different word. Croatia. There, that's interesting. In 1844, Joseph Smith, the founder of the Latter-day Saint movement, was killed by a mob while jailed in Carthage, Illinois. In 1894, Annie Londonderry set out from Boston to become the first woman to bicycle around the world. There had to have been at least a couple boats involved in that. Unless, of course, somebody could learn how to bicycle across the ocean. In 1923, Captain Lowell H. Smith and Lieutenant John P. Richter performed the first aerial refueling in a DH-4B biplane. Was she successful? Said it completed in 1895. Completed seems like success to me. In 1925, 25, for the love of God. 1929, Bell Laboratories demonstrated the first color television system in New York. 1929, it didn't become commonly used until what, the 60s? I'm wanting to say. In 1954, the world's first nuclear power plant, Obninsk, was activated in the Soviet Union. They have such a good history with nuclear power. In 1967, the world's first ATM was installed at Barclays Bank in London. You know, I wonder how many ATMs got stolen back in the early days. You don't remember back in the late 80s and early 90s, ATMs were very, very sparse. There weren't a lot of them. And the funny thing is a lot of them were built as a standalone device. And people drive up to them, throw chains around the son bitches, and take off. It's like they'll go crack the things open later. And of course, video footage was it was CCTV using a tape. It's like there was no internet to be spoken of, really. And you take off with the thing as long as they don't ID you in the process of hooking it up and taking off with it. All that power and video was lost Now they're all part of buildings. It's not much. You can't actually like really go and do that. They do have standalone devices, but they're usually really small and probably only have a couple $1,000s in them. Don't go stealing ATMs. Not to mention the fact that they're hooked to the internet and they're going to send video for a bit. In 1978, the Eraser Mate erasable ink pen was patented. Have you ever tried to use one of those things? If you don't want your paper to survive, try to erase that ink. In 1999, Tony Hawk became the first skateboarder to land a 900 2.5 revolution aerial spin at the X Games. And that's saying something. If you don't know, 1999, the guy is still going too. He's older than I am. That's dedication. So, in other things for today, we got National Sunglasses Day, National Onion Day, Helen Keller Day. I will not make jokes. I won't. National Ice Cream Cake Day, National Orange Blossom Day, PTSD Awareness Day, and National HIV Testing Day. Ash, did you go get your HIV test today? Anyway, that is today's Lame History. Yay! Can't believe you've all stayed with me for this. You'll do it tomorrow. Get tested. Test early, test often. Before I start the current events, oh, come on. Let me see if the New York Post supposedly, oh no, it is true. I love opening these things well ahead of time. All right. So let's see if I can get through this. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started, and I'll hop back and forth to see if we can keep this going. But
stupid current events.
You love that one too. So the first one today, apparently, everybody's always heard that there are alligators in the sewer. Right? Everybody? So apparently there are. God, I hate the ads. The Post. So workers captured, he didn't say where it is, but the New York Post it couldn't have been New York, but there was one video in a U.S. city. I'll have to look and see where that is. But you can see there's video. I mean, it's a still, but they got footage of some alligators. Yeah, that's trippy. That's about the only place that they would. Let me see if I can get some more information on this real quick. Oh, we've got video. Let me let the ads get out the way. Y'all don't want to watch the ads. 2 ads. On one moment. I'm not playing ads for somebody else. I mean, I'm playing them right now, but I'm not playing their ads for you guys. That's some garbage. Just gonna let this roll for a second. We're almost there. All right. Pause. It's got no sound. All right. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Dig this. That's an alligator. Now, it looks like they got a little rolling drone. This is 2023. All right. I'm pissed now. I got taken. I got snickered. This isn't current. Sons of bitches. Who else is mad about that? I'm mad. This segment is quickly getting to the point where it's not going to be a thing anymore. As much as yeah, I think we're going to call this one a, yeah, I got. I'm tired of being got. The sources for this end up being dumb. I think I'm calling it an end. We're going to come up with something new. This is not going to happen anymore. I'm tired of them getting me. I don't know if you're aware of how aggravated I am, because I started reading this list. I try to like live react to this stuff. I don't want to like plan it ahead and things of that nature. And I'm starting to read down this list of things that are supposed to be original, never shown to me before, because I've told Grok repeatedly, it's like, bring me new events. Don't give me something I've seen before. And every time, it's just, there's just not enough stuff that matches what I'm looking for. And some of these, they end up being mostly animal escapes. Think you need to think about the thing. I'm going to switch gears. What about the damn giraffe that ran loose in Texas for like a week? They're like 10 feet tall. How do you lose a giraffe? How do you not look out and see the damn thing? Texas is like, look, scrub land. I mean, you got some mesquite trees and shit. Come on. How do you lose a giraffe? I mean, it's not just like a dog or something. It's a damn giraffe. You can see I'm flustered, somewhat agitated, if you will. At least my microphone's staying in place now. I put the gorilla grip on it. Yeah, and I know that means something else, which is why I said it. For now, yes, for now. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. It's still where I put it. I do believe I'm going to move it back around where it's in front of me. As much as I hate having to navigate around the thing, it's either that or I'm going to have to move the base significantly closer to where it should be so that the arm isn't stretched out. That's what the problem is the arm is at the fullest, almost the fullest length of its extension, and it puts a lot more weight on it. If you don't know how that operates, I'm not explaining it. But yeah, the further out you reach with something, the more it takes to hold it up. If you don't believe me, grab a gallon of milk, right? A full gallon of milk, and you can hold it right here all day long, right? You stick your arm all the way out in front of you and hold it. You'll see the difference. It takes a lot more effort to hold that sucker up at a full extension of your arm than it does if it's up close to you. That's why they teach you if you're going to safely pick something up or carry something, you want to hold it close to your body because it weighs less that way. It doesn't actually weigh less. You know what I mean. We need somebody in the comments to argue with. That's what we need. We need somebody. Ash, you got anything you want to argue about today? I'll argue about stuff all day long, even if I'm wrong. We're about to start drinking the whiskey neat. Today's whiskey is Basil Hayden. Only the finest of whiskeys shall pass these lips. Actually, it's not fine, but it'll do. You got nothing. I can't believe that. I'm sitting here converting bourbon to urine live right now. But I go start fights on X. Yeah, see, I do that too. Or I don't start them. I will partake in them. So apparently, let's see. apparently there is, let me close this stream down. Well, we'll just start going through some of the things I've participated in recently. If you guys are watching me, I don't know if Billy's been watching. I can just be a one-person thing. But Echelon is hiring. Did you see that? See? Old Eshy hiring a warehouse associate. So, yeah, the same teammate who is always hinting about the stuff posted that on Instagram, and I wanted to grab a screenshot of it. But they're hiring. If anybody's looking, you ever want to stop working on trucks, Ash? Now's your chance to escape. You only got to move a couple hours. Nashville's a hell of a city. You'd love it there. Me too. That, I'm not starting over. That's just not my thing, man. You lived there for a year? Well, I never lived there. I've been there a few times. Let's see. What else? Armed golfer is up again. Oh, I know what part of my problem is. I turned my air conditioner up before I left town and forgot about it. And I come back and I'll be damned. It's hot. Didn't occur to me. I was like, why am I so damn hot? That's why. Air conditioner set 72. It's hot in here. Yep. Armed golfer's out again. There's a lot of stuff going on. I finished Dune, the first book. That was some good timing. Finished that book right on the final approach to land in Memphis. How was it? I'll tell you. So far that I've seen, so I'll do a comparison to things that you probably have seen, right? So the first movie in the 80s, no, it's not even really close. No, you can't have my Burger King hat. You have to get a Burger King hat from Burger King. But back to what I was saying, the new Timothy Chalamet movies, much closer. No, you can't have it. I came here for an argument, didn't I? That's what I've done. It's not a joint. Oh, Lord. We've got a live one. If this was a joint, I'd be inhaling it. No. No, not really. You mean to tell me out of all the things I've got sitting on the shelf behind me, the Burger King hat is what you're going for here? I don't think you've been paying attention. You didn't inhale? You and Bill Clinton. What's wrong with you guys? Hey, it is what it is. Hold on. Oh, I bet you do. All right. So, I've been talking about Madonna a lot because, well, you know what? I can't help it because she's a freak of nature at this point. Just absolutely doesn't. I'm going to try to kill this sound. But, holy God, look at this. No, Billy's not a pleb. Look at this. Showing her drawers off and everything. At least I think that was drawers. I don't know. But look at that. So it's barely upright here. Okay, hold on. We gotta. Let's do a little. Let's do some investigative stuff here. Let's zoom in on. We're all gonna be. Yeah, I bet you would. So, I don't know. Look, Nate, I don't know. I think it was drawers. I think she was showing off her drawers there. Might be wrong. Don't think so. But I didn't see any up and down action there. Just saying. 67 out there showing her drawers. Mm-hmm. No. Oh. Mm-mm. I will clip that for a short for certain. Just for the hell of it, because it pisses so many people off. You gotta see some fun stuff. Go over to my Instagram and go to the videos uh, of that I've done on Madonna in her current look. No, I wouldn't. Nah. Dude, you don't have any idea what you'd catch from that? Man, I wouldn't do her with Ash's dick and blame it on you. Ugh. You'd have to put a condom on the 10-foot pole I wouldn't touch her with. No, sir. You can't wrap it good enough for that. Can't be done. Mm-mm. Let's see what other stuff. Oh, I'm so pleased the neighbor's mowing. Yep, you can hear it. No, you'd catch it from that too. Don't you understand how that works? My neighbor mows once a year and has chosen this evening to do so. Mm-mm-mm. No. No, I don't want that one either. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. You couldn't pay me. Couldn't. Man, that thing probably looks like a bulldog eating mayonnaise. No. It's wrong. Mm-hmm. No, she wouldn't. I wouldn't let her anywhere near my Burger King hat, man. Crown ain't no. Can't have the crown. Not happening. Man, I am not finding what I was looking for. No. Luckily, I don't have to plop. Well, there you go. That's a Freudian slip. I don't have to use those yet. I don't have that kind of time. I'm old, man. It already takes forever. For the love of God. Oh, man. Wetter than bass, right? Oh, good Lord. Well, I'm glad somebody does. Man, where in holy hell? I'm looking for the thing with. Okay. Looking for the thing with Katie. Where is that? That is obviously a song that I am not familiar with. Or at least that, or you're being some sort of poet. No, I have never heard that. Man, I mean, I may have. Again, I don't want to be locked up again. That's that's it's an unfortunate way to be. No, can't. See, I can't do that because I'll get a copyright strike because of YouTube. I know Kick doesn't give a shit, but YouTube does. So, unfortunately, not happening. No, we're not doing that either. You guys got the Ash. You got the link to the new meme request. I know it's around here someplace. Maybe I should try to search. Let's see. In case you don't know who I'm talking about, this wonderful blueberry right here. What do you think about that one? You in a hurry to get with that? Huh? You have fun with that. Ash, I can't find the link. It's got to be around here somewhere. How many different people posted that? That's a scary thought. No. How about a squint? Squint work? Ah, here we go. So I found it. So there was a meme template that dropped. We're gonna no. At least you keep it lively. I'll give you that. But we're going to see some interesting memes come out of this. Ash, did you submit something? Billy, either one of you guys? I know you want to. I did. Let me see if I can find it real quick before, because I don't want to share all theirs. Those are their memes. They ask for them. But I will get mine. You haven't yet? Come on. I try so hard not to share some other people's stuff. Come on. Oh, Lord. Some of these are pretty dank. And come on. Got to be soon. Man. All right. We're going to try this a different way. I'm going to go to my notifications and see if I can find it there because somebody reacted to that damn thing. I really should have looked at the date. I really should have. It was this week. Ash, did you give that journalist a good thrashing? That, where the hell? I just passed that up. Even Tom Knighton had to say something about it. But, yeah, this guy, J. Dale Shoemaker, total tart. That whole publication at iPost News, yeah, I love how he reposted my post and tried to say, oh, it's so strange. I never said anything about your angry cops guy on X. I don't know why you're attacking me. You're a dumbass guy. You're the one who's in charge of the crap over there, and you post the stuff on social media, but you post things as the publication. That doesn't mean you didn't do it. This is the same asshats that were trying to tear the dude down after he reported on the Buffalo Public Schools. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the investigative post. Said some little smug dipshits that thinks he does. He's having a battle of wits as an unarmed individual. But he said they didn't. He said that he didn't say anything about him on X. But what they did was they reposted an article that USA Today said some stuff about. It's like how many layers do you have to be away from something before you can say that it was yours or you that you did it? So like if he's got Rich's face on it, and it's like a screenshot of a YouTube video, and come on. So just in case you wanted to contact them, if you just found out about this, please go on over and give it a perusal, if you will, and then use information that may or may not be on your screen right now to contact the publication and tell them what you think about it. Just saying, it's right there. But yeah. Mm-mm. Man, apparently this was further back than I remember. I'm so pleased the mowing is occurring. Ash, can you hear it? Probably can't hear it. It's maybe a little bit every now and then. It may just come across as some weird background noise. Yeah, every now and then it comes through. It's not as bad as the night my wife decided to print a book on the printer right here next to me, and it's like, why? Why would you do that? Yeah, you got to be able to hear it then. I mean, I can't say as I blame him for waiting until this time of night to mow, but I'm actually waiting to do it till tomorrow. I'm growing a small jungle here. Gotta be getting close. I'm scrolling like my little fingers can barely keep up here. How damn far back was that? Pepperbox TV subscription just renewed. I just got the notification from the credit card company. By the way, if you don't subscribe to Pepperbox, you should. It's damn near free. It's $8 a month, $7.99. I make absolutely no money from telling you this. I'm just a fan, and you get all kinds of exclusives that you can't see anywhere else. There are podcasts that repost, unsubscribe being one of them. But you get to have access to the unfiltered, uncensored versions of these podcasts. Blandish, how are you? Boy, you missed the shenanigans. We had a live one in here a little bit ago. For sure. Trying to take off with the Burger King crown, wanting to buy it off me and do strange things to Madonna. I'm doing all right. Doing much better back at home. Went all the way out to California this week and came back all in one piece. And so there's that. I've got a little time before I have to leave town again. I'm happy. Here I got one more trip not too long from now, and then I'll be home for I think like 6 weeks straight. It's gonna be different. I would share where I'm headed to next, but I have very, very little time while I'm there. It's almost like I won't be there. It's going to be one of those quick turnaround trips where I'm gone and then I'm back. So might as well just not. I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to try to meet up with anybody, but I got so much crap going on that I couldn't if I wanted to. And I do think that I'm going to try to do a few more like meet and greets, maybe some small stuff. And I'll probably keep that to people on my Discord, just for the simple fact that I don't want to put where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be there out in the world, broadcast that crap on X. It's just bad form. I will tell you that I'm prepared for any swatting. I have a fairly large digital footprint. Anybody figuring out who I am is inevitable. I have no reason to come to Illinois. Oh, I'm so sorry. Louisiana. I have no reason to come down there for business purposes. If I were to come down there, it would be purely for shits and giggles, and there's a lot of other places I'd rather go. especially this time of year. Holy hell. I can't imagine what the mosquitoes are like down there. They're huge here. You know, the mosquito is the Arkansas state bird. But yeah. But I got no trips planned for your area of the world. Closest I came was Alabama, and that's like 2 states over, and that was weeks ago. I think I've got some Nebraska and some Utah. I'm gonna be swinging through Vegas and Phoenix, some other places in northern Arizona. So yeah, I understand that. When I first moved here, my family, we came from Missouri, from southeast Missouri, a couple hours north of here, and we were on our way down for the first time and stopped at a rest area in Pemiscot County, Missouri. It's just like right over the state line from Arkansas. And got out of the car to have a bathroom break and got swarmed. And when we got in, we had to kill about 800 mosquitoes because they came in after us. And yeah, we're like, did we just make a really big mistake coming here? But yeah, it's a mess here, man. But I imagine it's very similar to that where you are. Any place you got a lot of swampland, it's gonna be hairy, just ate up with mosquitoes. I got to spray my yard again. Got damn ticks. There was a gigantic tick on our couch. We've got 2 dogs, and my wife put a white couch cover over the couch to keep from having the dogs ruin it. And there was a pretty decent sized tick. It's hard to explain the size of that thing. Let's see. I don't know. It was tick sized. Anyway, it was really strange. I started seeing it was doing the thing where it puts its front legs up, and they do that weird thing where they're looking for something to attach to. But yeah, bad. I got to spray the yard again. It's huh. Let's see here. Got video of the earthquake. Another video of the earthquake. When was this posted? Well, it shows it was posted today. I'll share it with you because it's worth looking at. You'll see why.
Mierda.
¿Está grabando, marico?
Sí.
Marico. Marico, no. Marico, Dios, me la madre. Cuidado con las montañas, marico. Ahí se cayó un verguero de vaina. Ay, por el amor de Dios. Ay,
Ya terminó de temblar.
no, no, sigue temblando, marico. Mira allá como, mira. Como salió eso allá de la...
I don't know what they're pointing at. Dog's wigging out.
Marico, fue fuertísimo. Sigue temblando.
Sí. Un poquito.
¿Cuál poquito?
Un poquito.
I don't know.
Todavía sigue temblando, pero poco, huele feo. Es agua negra.
Sí, pero no.
Well, the building's still standing in the background. I don't know.
Mira.
Oh, look at that. There's lines in the sand where the vibrations. That's trippy.
Marico, mira cómo se grita. Todavía está temblando, huevón. Todavía está temblando.
That's crazy. I know that the 1811, 1812 earthquakes that happened in this part of the country, there was somebody who was digging not too far from here, and they were sand spouts where sand was shooting up in the sky. Liquefaction is something that happens to sand during an earthquake. It essentially behaves like liquid. If you've ever seen the videos that they put of the non-Newtonian like fluids on a speaker, where it kind of does the weird rippling thing, it's very similar to that. But sand does an interesting thing. There, that cracked because the sand is wet, so it acts more of a solid there. But yeah, earthquakes they're interesting. We have them here all the time in Arkansas, and I think we had like I want to say it was like a 5.8 not that long ago. It wasn't actually in like here. It was north a ways, but yeah, never dealt with something on that scale for sure. I hope we don't. There's a lot of people that say that because we have lots of little ones that we won't have a great big one, but I'm no seismologist. Yeah, we get a lot of them, and it's just like a bang, and that's it. The windows will rattle like there was like an explosion, and most times we don't take any notice of it. You usually hear it, not so much as feel it. The last one we had, I think I've told the story before, but buddies and I, it was the middle of the day. We always go to the gym on right around lunchtime, and we were in there and we heard a big bang, and it's like, what the hell was that? It's like, was that an earthquake? And we're like, well, we don't know. And then the plates kept rattling, so we couldn't feel it, but we could hear all the plates rattling together on the racks on all the equipment, and it went on for a good 20-25 seconds, and I was like, damn, that was cool. And I want to say it was like a 4 point something or another, but that was the longest earthquake we've dealt with, but it was just like low rumbling. It was funny. They used the term liquefaction right here in here, when it wasn't the cracks, it was the lines where the black sand kind of came together and formed lines. It's definitely from the liquefaction. Don't ask me why I know that. Apparently there's a decent size there's a decent size volcano eruption going on currently someplace. Oh, it's in Hawaii, I think. This was a lot smaller. I saw some footage of this earlier, and it was much smaller. But man, that's something I don't want any part of. We got lots of earthquakes, and now we've got lots of little volcanic action going on here. She's a little spicy, guys. We'll see how that happens. I wonder if we're oh, got a little roller coaster action.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know why he's. Was he? Sounds maybe a little painful.
Oh my gosh, it's so rough. It's so bad.
I think he's having a bad time. Yeah, that sounded fun. I don't know where that is, but sounded bad. Yeah. Yeah, straight sounded like prison sex. I mean, what I imagine that would sound like. Yeah, I covered that one earlier. Climate change, earthquakes. Come on. You know what? Hmm. Well, that's different. Warpath shares interesting stuff. Let me back this up. You're going to see something you probably never seen before. Dig this.
Oh God, I hope I got that.
Jeez. Man, I didn't know a big girl could move like that. That's crazy. Golly. Y'all ever seen some shit like that? Let's see. That you should have recorded that. You could have went viral, man. That would have been interesting to watch. Apparently, Idaho had some interesting stuff. The 26th. This was yesterday. So they had a bunch of rain and a bunch of hail, and it's straight up just looks like an ice flow. Kind of trippy. It was early in the morning. Your brain couldn't process what was happening. Oh man, that's all right, Ad. It's all right. I forgive you for not having shared that with us. I guess I'm just not gonna find that meme. Oh well, it's just not meant to be. Oh. Apparently, Powell's Second Amendment, 2A, likes to post his meat on the internet. It's not what you think. I don't. He's a barbecuing fool. He be doing some smoking and whatnot. Puts his meat on the internet. People do that from time to time. Uh-huh. Well, I'm on X. Hit me up there. Same handle. I share a lot of content from there. Man. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Okay. If this is what I think this is, somebody's fixing to get messed up. Okay, it's got songs. We're gonna turn the music off. Set this up. Apparently, some drunk asshole walks up and kisses somebody else's baby. I haven't seen this, but we figure out it's gonna end a certain way. Comes up kissing the baby. Dad's holding the baby. I know this is a little blurry. Yep, take the stuff, move out of the way. That wasn't a punch, that was a push. He just shoved him. I saw no punch. I mean, probably conked that noggin on the floor. Had it coming. He was a lot nicer about it than I think a lot of people would be. Don't kiss other people's babies. Dumbass. Oh, here. Okay. Okay. Got a little music action on it. I can't do that. But I want to see if this is what I think this is. So we got a moose, mama moose, and two little mises, and got one stuck. I have a feeling somebody's going to be the brave individual who decides to go out there and give this moose a little bit of a nudge, which is straight crazy. Nobody's seen a moose trample the ever-loving hell out of a person before, apparently. Oh, here comes Mama back. What? These guys are nuts. I can't. Man. These guys got to be like locals or something. Man, surely they're. Dude, that's dumb. I mean, that's nice and all, but that's a good way to get killed. Dude, for real. That could have went a whole different way right there. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. Why did I do that? Trying to see if we've come on, internet. don't know, man. It's kind of quiet on the world in the world today. I mean, I guess that's an objective observation. Am I the only one that gets like crazy ASMR like reaction to these videos of people like just fly cutting a cylinder head? I don't know why that does it for me. Just watching that thing shave the top of the, can't be me. Can't just be me. I used to love to watch the machine just it does it for me. Just watch that thing just take a little. What I really like is when they take it off in like multiple layers. That sounded kind of sexual. Same thing, really, right? Yeah, machining videos are. I got a buddy who does that stuff for a living, and I've been trying to get him to start putting some stuff up on the internet. I was like, man, you have no idea. People will just watch hours of that shit. You've got to start posting this stuff, because I'll share it for sure. It's just like ridiculous the amount of time I'll sit and watch machining videos. It's just hey, hey Ash. Sam's posting foot pics again. Yeah, that's gonna make it to the Discord. Sure enough. Man, I hate it when that happens. Close up for free. No doubt. Please tell me that that's not what I think it is. Hold on a second. That was rough. Did you guys see that new sex toy? Look at it. Just going after it. I mean, they can use it on dirt too, but yeah. It will never be the same, man. I ain't right. Oh, Lord. Well, long lag now, huh? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Got the old lawnmower. His sucker's fixing to. I don't think that this is yesterday in New Zealand. All right. Let me get this. You ever seen, and I almost crashed a plane with a landing like this one time. It was a much smaller airplane. Yep, it's the same damn thing I did. The same thing I did. It was a much smaller plane. But yeah, that was a hell of, that was probably the closest thing I ever experienced to dying, I think. Well, maybe one of the most close experiences to dying. I was really soon after I had soloed. And I went up in a Cessna 150, a little bitty plane, a little two-seater job. No, I did not see the video of that. But if you find the video of that and you tag me, I will probably play it. But I was coming in for a final, and while I was up playing around, flying around, the wind had gone from like nothing to a pretty hefty, like 25 mile an hour crosswind at like 90 degrees across the runway. And we only had one runway where I was flying into, and it's straight north south. And so I didn't really have much of a choice. And I came in and was using a bunch of flaps and everything. And I hit the ground so hard, I bounced back up in the sky. And I immediately started like bleeding off flaps, and I shoved the throttle in, and I started going around. And I called to the ground. We didn't have a air traffic controller, but we had people on the ground that I knew were listening to the radio. And I called in that I was going around again. And the guy at the little airport was could hear that I was scared, and my voice was shaking and stuff. And he started talking to me, and I went around and came in on a final, no flaps, came in, and I squeaked that landing like it was the best thing I'd been doing it my whole life. I had quit smoking like a few months prior to that, and I went, tied that plane down, went into the little building at the airport, and I was like, "When are you guys going to give me a cigarette?" Because I mean, my hand was just shaking. So low pass with the 777. Oh, this guy's doing a low pass flyby. Okay, hold on. Let me. You found a better one. Well, tag me in that one, and I'll show that one. Waiting on the notification. Oh yeah. From preparing for a delivery to Qatar, performed a low altitude flight on the runway. That's ridiculous. Hold on. This one is better. Ballsy move. That pilot's got some cojones. That's a gigantic plane to fly that close to the ground. That's ridiculous, man. Wow. That was a good one. That was a good one. Wasn't a crosswind landing, but that was worth watching for sure. He was close. That you don't understand the difference between the height. Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, that was wheels up and everything. And the difference in height from the cockpit on a 777 to the belly. Hold on, I gotta see how. I gotta see. See what Grok says the difference is. 15 to 18 feet, give or take. That's a pretty significant difference between the height of the, I guess the floor of the cockpit to the belly. But you got to take that into consideration. You may think you're higher off the ground than that, and you end up scraping the belly of that plane. And I don't care how great your instruments are, your altimeter is not going to be any help to you in that situation. I don't think. I mean, those planes are really advanced, but when you're that close to the ground, this dude was definitely seat of the pants flying right there. That was something for sure. But no, I hadn't seen that one. What the holy? Go home. Don't you like your home? Man, you know what's really funny is I'm seeing that on my For You feed now. Apparently Qatar Airways said, we are aware of a video circulating on social media depicting a freighter aircraft conducting a low pass. The aircraft in the video is owned by a leasing company and not Qatar Airways. The aircraft was undergoing a pre-delivery test flight prior to its planned entry into our cargo fleet. The flight was not operated by Qatar Airways, and the pilots were not our personnel. So, interesting. That, I'm telling you, man, that right wingtip was ridiculously close to the ground. I'm gonna have to give that one another. I mean, look at this. He starts to turn and watch this right wing. He takes a little dip. Man, that sucker was feet just almost touched. If that thing had tipped into the ground, it'd have been over. Everybody on that right side of that runway would be toast. Jeez, that was so close. Let's see. Look at that. If you'd been standing over there, it'd have got you. That's man, close. If you're already back, you made quick work of it, didn't you? You're still not getting my crown. And I have heard that song. Well, it wasn't that long ago. No. You just got to take my word for it. No cap. On God, for real. Senile? I'm not quite that old. Type shit. Don't make me start talking brain rot, man. Come on. No cap. I watched what? Yeah. Yeah, I did watch that. I have seen that video. I've got some really dumb people I work with on a regular basis that subject me to seeing all kinds of dumb shit. Type shit. No doubt. Oh, my browser's being so dumb. I just said on God, not that you weren't paying attention. All right, hold on. I may have us a Darwin Award here. Hold on. I have to. All right, you lost me on that one. Oh, fuck. All right. Here we go. Got a bunch of guys on a brick wall. Big wind. I don't know if that's what caused it, but looks like it. And I bet some of those didn't make it. Just saying. Yeah. Bet some of those guys got squished. Was it in the UK? It doesn't look like the UK to me. Look more like all right, let's try this. I'm wanting to say that was in India, but I mean, isn't everyone? And we got there's a lot of Indians in the world. I am a nobody fan. Well, I try to keep this stream apolitical as much as I possibly can. All human beings are fallible. I'm trying to see if Pakistan says. Yeah, Balochistan, Pakistan, does some of those, like the watermark reading Balak wire. Yeah, so nah, can't do that on here. Can't stream can't stream tunes. I've had some we're multi-streaming. It's on YouTube also, and they'll lock it down. Yeah, I know I can, but I don't feel like doing it. That's the different thing. Let's see. Well, have at it. As long as we don't have to watch. Enjoy. You guys remember the Man Show? Oh, hold on. So if you go over to forcedvalor.com, I'll show you. If you go over to forcedvalor.com, as you know, forcedvalor.com, all one word. They ship everywhere. And you go over on the top of the website and hit merchandise. It takes you over here. Got all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's international shipping. They got all kinds of shirts, hats, everything. So there you go. See, you did something I had forgotten to do. So appreciate that. Matter of fact, you can get the hat and the Ghost of San Antonio shirt that I'm currently wearing. Well, you can't have this one, obviously. And while you're there, like, watch some videos or something. Anyway, you derailed my train of thought. The Man Show, they used to have this whole segment that was it the ziggy zuggy oi 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 thing, and the guy would just down a beer. And there's a video. Hold on. So doing stuff like this. Just pouring it down. That's crazy. That's the same guy again. That is not a skill that I would this guy's not all that good at it. He's giving it old gawk. Oh, through the nose. I never would have. I mean, it's not really that fast. I've never seen anybody drink through their nose. Okay, that was a whole new thing for me. Or maybe they're just really clean. I'd like to see him do that with some whiskey. Maybe some vodka. Just a little vodka through the old sinuses. Ugh. Hold on. Waiting to see if somebody gets murked in this video. Because I don't want to show, I mean. Plus, I don't want to have to show all of it. Nope. They didn't show anything. Okay. No biggie. Thought I was going to have a Another Darwin award thing. A bunch of dumbass kids dancing around with guns. Oh shit. Okay. Here's a good one. I wonder. We're gonna see if this one ends up being a mute. I don't know if there's gonna be any. All right. This chick is apparently not happy with living it. Oh, got her by the hair. It's lucky it's not a wig. Are they gonna drop her? Hair gonna come out? Got her by an arm. Maybe she changed her mind because she looks like she's helping a little bit. I believe that she may have decided that she didn't want to go at this point in time. Yeah. Reality hits you. Good Lord. And all these videos out of Venezuela. Just jacked up. Oh, apparently they do got a tandem landing of some 777s. That's interesting. Is it one right after the other, or are they side by side? I didn't. Looks to me like, yeah, they're on the same runway. I guess. I don't know. You can't really tell. Ha. Go figure. Now, thank you, Ash, because now my feed is going to be nothing but airplanes. I mean, oh, Kilauea, that's where that is. So now it looks like this. Yes, airplanes it's kind of a thing for me. I love them. I'm not as tismy about the actual airplanes themselves so much as the flying part of it. I don't think I want any part of that volcano bullshit. Just, I mean, I'll watch it from here. I've reached the beginning again. All right, Ash. I know you and Billy are the two left with me. I don't know how many people are watching. Honestly, I don't even know if Blandish is still here. Yeah, it's been like half an hour. Anyway, I think I am going to end the stream and go and finish watching Overserved. I have to finish that episode. I really do. And then I got to watch the after show. And drink more bourbon. I've got about a year. Yeah. So got a little while. But anyway, I appreciate you sticking with me, and yeah, you too. Should be back Thursday night, back on my regular schedule again. I think I'll probably sit out here and maybe I may trim up some shorts. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to end the stream and be back Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. If you guys care to join, I'll be happy. And if not, I'll sit and talk to myself as always. But again, you guys, peace.